Is there a difference between Kansas City strip and New York strip? Wikipedia, see link 1. Gives the impression that Kansas City strip refers to the same cut as New York strip. Are they really the same cuts? If so, which name is more authentic? And if not, what's the difference between them?
The Kansas City strip and the New York strip refer to the same cut of meat. Apparently, restaurants in New York City in the 1930s decided they couldn't sell a fancy steak named after Kansas City, where the stockyards and slaughterhouses were located. So, they just started calling it a New York strip. If you want a steak renamed by a egotistical chef, order the New York strip. If you want a steak named for the cut of beef originally selected by butchers working next to the stockyards, order the Kansas City strip. Wikipedia is correct about two things. Both the Kansas City strip and New York strip are literally the same thing as a strip steak. The particular cut of meat used is the short loin, see link 1, and does not have any tenderloin. However, sources do not tend to agree on whether or not the strip steak includes a bone. For example, Gourmet Sleuth's Guide to Beef Cuts, see link 2, says that a strip steak can be either bone-in or boneless, but that a NY strip, or KC strip, is boneless. It also calls out the shell steak as being bone-in. On the other hand, the Cook's Thesaurus, see link 3, singles out the shell steak as being the boneless version, implying that NY strip and KC strip are bone-in. Most sources will equate the strip steak to a club steak, as Wikipedia does. But some sources use the term to refer to boneless cuts, whereas others will explicitly call this a boneless club steak, or hotel-style steak. You also have to be really careful with what Wikipedia considers to be the international name, club steak, because it is used interchangeably with the Delmonico steak, see link 4, which refers to at least 3 different cuts, and according to some, the label, club steak, may even get slapped on a rib steak. The best way to think about this is probably the following. The terms New York strip, Kansas City strip, or strip steak can all be applied to any cut of meat that is solely from the short loin, bone-in or boneless. However, you are likely to notice subtle differences from one butcher or steakhouse to the next, regardless of the specific name used, due to inconsistent interpretations.